What's up, everyone? This is Nate, and I'm back with another Out of the Theater review now. This weekend, we're going to be dropping two Out of the Theater reviews. This is the first of the two movies that I saw today, Thursday. Actually, it's the second movie I saw, but it's the review I wanted to do first. And it's for a little movie called Imaginary. This is the latest Blumhouse horror film, and so I'm going to give you my thoughts on the movie. Before I do, if you would please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell icon, that way you can get notified every time new reviews drop. Every week I do Out of the Theater reviews, and if you're wanting to watch them, of course we do live shows as well every other Sunday, and on Wednesday I drop videos as well. So and give me a thumbs up down below, leave me a comment as well. Is this something you're looking forward to watching? Did you see it? Did you like it? I want to know. All right, Imaginary. So first of all, low expectations for this. Blumhouse, I don't hate Blumhouse, but I don't love them. Hit or miss for me. They can make a movie that I really enjoy. The next one could be horrible, and the next one after that I could really enjoy. So it's really kind of hit or miss. But the director of this movie is a guy named Jeff Wadlow. He's not hit or miss for me. He is misses all throughout. And that's why my expectations were low. I did not like Truth or Dare, Blumhouse Truth or Dare. I did not like Fantasy Island. I do not like Kick-Ass 2. Like, these are the movies this guy made. I don't like any of those movies. So I was like, oh no, I don't know about this. And sure enough, this movie stinks. Like, this is just not good. It's not good horror. It's not scary at all. This is kid horror. It's PG-13, and PG-13 doesn't automatically make it a kid horror movie to me, or like a teenager, like an early, 12, 13, 14-year-old. PG-13 rating doesn't have to mean that. But in this case, it is one of those that it definitely means that this is to try to get kids in there to come watch it and scream, ah, and there's like a couple of jump scares, and we're going to throw popcorn everywhere and be scared. That's what it is. Because this movie's, it's nonsensical. The story is, listen, the story is about this little girl who they move into this house. This mom, she's a stepmom to these two daughters, and one of them hates her. The teenager one hates her, and the little one likes her, has some trauma in her past. They have to go to this new house, which happens to be the mom's old house, okay? And she makes an imaginary friend named Chauncey. You've seen him in the trailers. He's a little teddy bear, okay? And throughout the movie, Chauncey's talking with her and making her do more and more, bad stuff. And the mom's trying to figure out what's going on. And I won't spoil it because we don't do spoilers here. But all I'll say is all the resolutions are pretty easy to guess. Not difficult at all. This movie has no twists or turns. It goes exactly the way you think it's going to go. You can guess right what's going to happen every single time before it happens. And I just hate movies like that. Like, I'm not the type that sits and watches a movie and is constantly trying to guess what's going to happen. Like, I don't go, I'm going to figure it out and guess it right. I don't get joy out of guessing right. I just like to let it unfold. The problem is when it's so basic, you can't help but just know what's going to happen. There's maybe 2 jump scares in this movie, 2 or 3. None of them made me jump. I was never scared. There's no suspense. There's nothing that builds up to something you think might be scary. I'm dead serious. 0 suspense in this movie. The acting is, it's mixed. It's a mixed bag. Like, the dad and the mom have no chemistry at all. He's not good. I didn't like his performance. She was okay. And then the daughters, the older teenage one, she was okay. She was a brat, so I hated the character. But the acting was pretty good. And then you have this neighbor kid. He is absolutely horrible. He's in the trailer. He's terrible. There's a part where he gets startled by the little girl, and he goes like, ugh, literally like that. It is so bad. I was like, oh my God, why did they leave this in? Why didn't they make him do another take where he actually seemed like a scared person? Then they go to this place towards the end in the third act. Okay, something happens. They go to this place again in the trailer a little bit. They go to this place, and I live in Orlando, and my cousin pointed out something, and I immediately thought this has got to be what it is. And they go to this place, and she says, this looks like it's going to be a Halloween Horror Nights house. So Halloween Horror Nights, of course, Universal Studios every year during Halloween time, September, October, they do haunted houses based off films. And this movie seems like it was made in order to develop a Halloween Horror Nights house based on it. I kid you not. It feels very manufactured in that way. It doesn't feel like a story that people really wanted to tell. It's not a creative horror story. It is something that has imagery that would play well at a Halloween Horror Nights house. And I know they have a deal with Blumhouse, and they've done a lot of Blumhouse properties. I hope they don't do this movie. My theater was not that full, and it was very quiet throughout. There was a lot of laughter. People laughed, unintentional humor in this movie. I laughed at a number of scenes. Like, it's really bad. I really, really, really did not enjoy this movie. And it's too long. It's an hour and 45 minutes. It feels easily 2 hours. And the third act just drags and drags and drags. So not a good time. Horror still. I mean, still waiting for the really great horror of 2024, but this ain't it. I'm going to give this a 2 out of 10. And the only reason I'm giving it a 2 is because I thought the mom was pretty good in it. And some of that imagery was interesting in the third act. But other than that, terrible film. Did not like it. Jeff Wadlow continues to make movies that I don't like. So anyway, that's my thoughts on Imaginary. I will be back again this same weekend with another review, and that will be for Kung Fu Panda 4. So until then, take it easy.